Welcome back to the Campbell Center's Art Academy YouTube channel. Thank you for joining with us. My name is Rochelle Cabra. I am the art instructor for the Campbell Center's Art Academy. This is the final video for the part 3 of the series of this lesson on how to draw classic cartoon characters with 3 different drawing techniques. Okay guys, so I will be drawing Betty Rubble, and I will be teaching you guys how to draw her head. I will be doing this exercise in pen. You could do it in pencil and an eraser. It is recommended with a sharpener next to you. If you want to do it in pen, you can follow my lead. So the first thing what we're going to be doing is we're going to focus on top of her head, which includes her bow, her hair, her eyes, eyebrows, nose, lips, her face and chin, and we're going to start by her necklace. So the first thing you're definitely going to be doing is drawing a circle in the middle of the page. I would say around here. So what you're going to do is, I'm going to be drawing a circle right around here. I'm going to do a very light circle, and around this size would be good. So you're going to be drawing a circle around this size. Then what we're going to be doing is we're going to be trying to create we're going to be doing the neck. So around here, more to the side, I'm going to be doing a curved line, something like this. Just like that. Same thing on the other side right here. And I'm doing this a bit lightly so that way we can create an outline. Then what we're going to do is I'm going to create a bit of a line and an angle. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to create a line starting from here to here. A line kind of like this. So starting from here to here, you're going to do a line. You're going to also do it twice right around here. Starting from here down to here, you're going to do a line. I would do it lightly. Then what we're going to be doing is we're going to do a line going straight to across. Starting from here, I say around here in the middle of the circle right here, we're going to be doing a line going here. And I'm going to curve it just a little bit by kind of keeping it straight. So starting from here to here, you're going to be drawing a line. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to go ahead and try to do the neckline. So the first thing what we're going to be doing is we are going to do her necklace. The way we're going to do it is we're going to start by creating a letter V right here on the bottom of this neck. So around here I'm going to draw it lightly. Again, you're going to create like a V. So starting from this line, you're going to create a V almost to the center. And then you're going to create another one right here. So you're going to create like kind of like a curve, like a letter N a little bit. And then you're going to go ahead and go in. And just go like that. Back and forth. So you're creating almost like an upside down teardrop. Then you're going to go on the other side. And you're going to create another type of circle. So it's not a circle, but it's a line that's kind of curved. Starting from here to here, you're going to go up right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back around. I'm going to go curving right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to curve up here. So I'm going to do a line that goes back and forth, kind of curving just like this. So I'm connecting it here. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a circle to make Betty Rubble's rock little necklace. What you're going to do is you're going to create a circle. Connecting right around here is where you're going to start the circle. I say about this big, about almost a finger length width. You're going to be doing her rock. And then what you're going to be doing next is you're going to create a line. Starting from this side to here, you're just going to create a backward C. And I'm going to darken it just like that. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to create her lines of her chin. Since we created her neck, we're probably going to create it shorter. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to start from here. We are going to curve it just a little bit right here. So we're curving this line. I created a second line copying this one. I'm just making it shorter. Same thing here. I'm going to create it right here. So I'm kind of creating the circle. So I'm going to create the head. What you're going to do next is you're going to go and make a curve kind of like an L. The way we're going to do that is we're going to go and create a line like a chin. So starting from here, I'm going to create a chin, and I'm going to go like right here, going around here by this part of the paper. I'm going to go up the chin, curve in. So I'm curving right here. So since I'm doing the chin right here, I'm going to be curving. I'm going to start curving this line like this. Just like that. So I'm curving like that. Then you're going to do it on the same with this side of this lines. So I say around here by this second line, I'm going to create a line going up to this part of the paper. So around here, again about a finger length, you're going to have your chin like here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do her hair. Her hair is around to this side. So where my pen is, starting from here to here, we're going to do her hair. But in order to do that, we're going to go ahead and create her hair going, starting from this line that we curved. We're going to go and create her hair like this. So around here to here is we're creating her part of her hair. Now I'm going to be doing 3 steps to create a part of her hair. What you're going to do is that by the end of this line here and on this part of the paper, you're going to create a C, like a letter C. Starting from here, I'm going to create like a letter C. Just like that. And then we're going to create almost like a U, but we're curving kind of like this. So basically we're starting from here to here, around this much of a length, again about a finger length. We're creating her second part. Now the third part you're going to do is you're going to create her hair. So it's kind of like a letter U. So starting from here, we're going to start that letter U from here. From this part of this line where my pen is, I'm going to create a letter U. Kind of like this. Just like that. Then the next step what we're going to do is we're going to go around to connect to this hair, because Betty Rubble's hair goes around. So what we're going to do is, starting from this line here, we're going to create going around. So I'm going to do it in 3 steps. First, of course, we're going to darken this line that we created before. Starting from here, you're going to darken it. So you're going to go back and forth, just like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go around. So we're going to extend this line almost right here. So where my finger is, that's where we're going to extend the line. And we're going to start going around. So I'm going to go ahead and extend the line. Go around. Go over. And I'm creating kind of like a hook, because we're going to go around. So we are creating the hair, and I'm going to go around, so flicking it will help you create that nice line. So go over, and then we're going to go towards here. So I'm going to keep going and connecting the line. So you're going to keep doing this with your pen, just going around and around, and we're going to keep flattening it until here. So on this part of the paper. So you're going to keep going. You're going to continue flicking your pencil or pen. You're going to keep going like you're flattening the curve. So I'm just doing this. I'm flicking, because since we're using almost the whole paper, and then what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and go a little bit into this part of the paper. And we're going to go right around here. We're going to stop. So right around here on her hair is where we're going to flick upwards. So we're going to go here on this part of the end of this line, which I will darken a bit. Right here, we're going to flick up. So around from here to here. So this is like a backward C. And we're going to flick it from here to here. Flicking it a bit. And then I'm going to connect it. So I know that it's a little bit far to the edge of the paper. But we're going to connect it. Just a little bit right here. So as you can see, I created her hair. So to darken it, I will repeat the steps. Again, we start from here. So we're going to create almost like a letter U from here. I'm darkening the line, so I'm going from here to here, darkening the line of her hair. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and darken it by creating like a C, like the letter C of her hair. See how I did it? I started from here to here and almost created like a backward C. Then, of course, we're going to be going around. Starting from the end of this line, you're going to continue creating a curve, a line like this that goes back and forth in a line. So we're creating almost like a flat line, but it's not. It's like almost curving a little bit. Then what we're going to do is we're going to continue, and starting from this line here, because we're connecting the whole line, we're going to go ahead and keep curving. We're going to curve like a backward C right here, almost close like a hook. So I'm darkening it. I'm darkening the lines. I'm going over. And starting from here, you're going to keep darkening it. I'm holding on to my paper. So I'm doing strokes because I'm sketching. And this time, once you do a backwards hook, you're going to continue going over and over and over. And then you're going to stop right here. So I'm curving in. As you can see, I just did a part of her hair. And then by the end of here, you're going to go up to this part of this paper. So I'm darkening it back and forth, my lines. And then by the end, we're going to curve like a letter U. Starting from this line right here, we're going to go right around here and create almost a letter U to connect back to this line that we did before. So I'm darkening it back and forth. So I'm actually creating big strokes. I'm using my hand to create these big strokes. Now we're going to do her signature bow next. And the way we're going to do it is that starting from this line here, you're going to use your pencil or your pen and you're going to use that line and kind of just drag it right here on this part of this paper. We're going to draw like the letter M, like McDonald's, and that's how her bow is. So put your pen here, drag it, use the end of the pen to drag it and keep it as straight as possible. Place your finger right here, and that is where we're going to start her first letter M, her first bow. We're going to create like a letter N first. We're going to place the first N. So right here is, I'm going to create kind of like a short one around the length of my finger is the first letter N, and I'm going to go down. Just like that. Then the second one is going to be bigger, where I'm going to go back up and go a little bit more bigger, and I'm going to stop right around here to create her second bow. So just kind of like this. The way you saw it, it's creating her bow. So go up it, just like that, and keep darkening and making it bigger like this. And that's how you create Betty Rubble's signature bow. Now we're going to go back down here. We're going to go back to where this line was right here. And we're going to darken them. And of course, follow the curve. And I'm going to go little by little. I could do it in steps, and I'll show you how. First thing we're going to do is that we're going to curve this line here. Starting from this line that we did before, I'm going to follow my line, and I'm going to curve in. As you can see, I'm curving it in, like in this direction. So I'm curving the line, and I'm stopping from here to here. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start curving in to create Betty Rubble's chin. We're curving, and I'm going to curve out like a letter C. So from here to here, it was curving in to this direction, and then we're going to curve out, connecting, curving out here. So we're curving out and connecting down to here. So you're almost creating like an S, but you're just connecting all these lines together. Just like that. So go and using your pencil, you can do it just like that. And I'm stopping right over here just to connect the line. Then we're going to go on this edge, and this is pretty simple. What you're going to do is starting from here, you're going to darken it to connect her hair. And the way we're going to do that is by the middle of the hair, right around here, of this part of the hair, we're just going to darken it by kind of almost creating a line like this, and we're going to darken it. It's almost like a U, but we are just darkening the strokes, just like that. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and create a bit of darkness on these lines here. And what we're doing, of course, is going a little bit in like a backward C, just like this, from here to here. I'm darkening it like we did before the necklace. We're going to do it again, but we're going to do it opposite. Again, starting from here, I'm going to darken the line just like this. And we created her neck. And then, of course, we're going to repeat the steps here. We're going to make this line darker that we did before. We're going to go over. I'm creating like a letter N. You're going to do the same thing here on this side and creating like a letter N. Then for these two lines again, we're going to create a curve. And the way we're going to do this curve is starting from here to here. We're going to curve the line just a little bit. Just like that. So curving until here, till here. You're going to do the same thing starting from here on this line that we ended. We're going to curve and connect it to here. Just curving up. You can flick your pen or pencil just like this. Back and forth. You're doing the lines back and forth. So just like that, we're creating almost like a letter V. You're going to do the same thing, of course, connecting this line. You're going to curve it and go and connect it here. So you're going back and forth, back and forth. And then you're going to curve and do the same thing on this side. And you're going to curve in almost right here. So you're going to curve, just do it right here. Just like that. And then we're going to go ahead and darken the circle. This Betty Rock circle, we're going to go ahead and make this line darker, back and forth, back and forth. Do the same thing here, right here, darken it. You're just darkening it. You can go up and down, connecting these lines. Or you can just sketch it just like this. Just like that. And then back and forth, back and forth. So we did the part of Betty Rubble where we did the neck, the necklace, the hair. So what we're going to do now is her facial features, or her face. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to start by the eyebrows. So the way we're going to do it is starting from here, so around a little bit to her, just a little bit. So right around here where we have that end of the circle that we did before, right here will be her eyebrow. So we're going to create kind of like a jelly bean. But instead, the jelly bean is going to go up, kind of in this direction, where my pen is pointing, going like this. From here up to here. And I'll show you how to draw it. So you're going to create almost like a jelly bean. So again, right here where the end of that line was, the circle, right around here, we're going to do the jelly bean just like that. As you can see, I did a circle kind of like this half oval, like an oval, but it's almost looking like a jelly bean. You could darken the line like this. Now on this side, we're going to create an actual jelly bean. So you're going to move your finger, and where my finger is right around here, where this flick of this hair was, we're going to go a little bit lower, and I'm going to show you how to draw the jelly bean eyebrow. So what you're going to do is you're going to curve almost kind of like the letter N. What you're going to do is like you're going to curve right around here. So around, you're kind of like creating an N just right here. Just like that. Next, what you're going to do is you're going to curve in. So you're creating like a hook, just like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to curve in. So the way we're going to do it is that since I did it like this, where I'm flicking it, you're going to do it on the opposite end, creating like a backward C. So this is like the letter C, backward C, C, backward C. Now, since I'm darkening the lines, I'm going to go ahead and make a curve up. The way we're going to do is make a curve, just like this. We're curving kind of like this. So as you can see, I almost created that jelly bean. So I'm curving the line up here, up and down, kind of like almost like an N, creating almost like an N. And then we're going to go ahead and curve like the letter C right here. And then we're doing a backward C on this end. Just like that. Then, what we're going to do next is, we're going to go, and like I said, we're going to go ahead and go over, again, like a almost extended N. And that's how you do her eyebrow. You can darken this with pen if you like, or you can leave it blank if you're going to color this. Now what we're going to do is work on her eyes. Her eyes are pretty simple. However, her eyes are going to be in an angle, like we did with the line before. So, what we're going to do is creating about almost a finger length. We're going to start drawing her eye. So right around the space between this eyebrow to this finger right here is where we're going to start her first eye. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to create a circle. So from here, almost down to here, will be her first eye. So you're going to make it around this size, just like this. Around this size is good enough to create her first eye. And I'm making a big circle like that. And then in an angle, starting from the end of this eye, we're going to use your pen as an angle. So it's kind of like in this angle, take your pen, place it under this eye that we created. Do it in an angle just a little bit. And just drag your pen a little bit lower. And then we're going to stop right around here where this end meets here. And that's where you're going to draw your second eye. So place your finger right here that you created. And then you're going to create your eye a little bit bigger. A circle. Again, you're going to create a circle starting from here that I place my finger with. And I'm going to create a bigger eye like this. So my recommendation, if you're going to be doing her eye, is to create a bigger eye kind of like this. And just go slowly, don't rush, just take a bigger eye, place it right around here. And then we're going to do a smaller eye, kind of like here. We're going to create a smaller eye. So around the half of the eye that we created will be her pupil. Again, you're going to make her eye kind of like this. And the other one, same thing. You're going to create like an angle, kind of like right around here is you're going to place your next eye or your pupil. And you're going to create a smaller one around this size. And that's how you do Betty Rubble's eyes. So I'm darkening them. You could choose to darken your eyes if you like, but I'm going to leave a blank. I'm going to not fill them in. But if you like, you could just darken it kind of like this with your pen or pencil. You could fill these in if you like, or if you're using Crayolas, you can do that as well. See how I did it? I just filled it in. No worries. So I'm just filling this in. As you can see how I did it, I just filled it in. Okay? Now, to do her nose, it's pretty simple. You're kind of doing like a letter N, but To place it, what you're going to do is that you're going to take this eye, where we were, and a little bit, a few inches around, again, fingernail length, using your finger, is where you're going to put her nose. So right around here on this paper, or where the circle is, that's where you're going to do your next, you're going to do the next nose. So around curving, like this lengthways is about a fingernail length, you're going to do the nose. Kind of like this. So you're creating like a C in an angle. So if you twist your paper a bit, it's like a letter C, as you can see. So kind of like this is where you're going to do her nose. Then we're going to do her lips. So her lips are right around, almost below the nose. So the way we're going to do it is right around in the middle, just right here, we'll do her lips. I'm going to do it very lightly, and then we're going to darken the lines later on. So the way we're going to do it is going under here. I'm going to create like a cupid's bow. So you're going to do kind of like a letter M. Don't be afraid to extend it. So I'm creating a little M that's a bit under. So I'm creating like a little bird, as you can see, almost like a cupid's bow bird. And then before that, we're going to curve down. We're going to make it a bit short. So we're curving from here to here. We're curving and curving. So creating like a little bird curve like this, and then we're curving out. Starting from this end here, we're going to curve in like a letter, like a hook, and we're curving, and then we're going to go straight and connect from this line to here. So I did a backward C again. I'm doing this smaller, and then what we're going to do is we're going to curve in. So we did her top lip. And what we're going to do is we're going to create her teeth, and it's kind of like almost like a U, but it's a little bit wider. So right in the middle of this lip right here, placing your pen, so in the middle of this cupid's bow that we created, we're going to go right around here where my pen is. You're going to move a few inches away. You're going to create a small little teeth lip. So you're going to create like the letter U, and you're going to stop right around here, almost the half of this lip as well. So just like this. You're going to create a back and forth letter U. Kind of like that. And then we're going to do the bottom lip, where we're going to create a line right in the middle right here. So that's where we have this little tiny gap right here. We're going to get in the middle of that little tiny line. We're going to extend it going out to this part, and we're going to make it big. And then we're going to connect it to the end of this line here. So before you connect it, and then we're going to create a line like that. And we're going to make this line. So I'm making this darker, the line. I'm creating her upper lip and then her lower lip. And then that's how you kind of create her lip. So what I did again, I'm going to repeat the steps by darkening the lines. Of course, first you darken the lines by creating a cupid's bow, or the upper part of the lip, like creating a bird. Then of course we're going to go by the end of this line, and we're going to flick it out. Then we're going to go around and create like a backward C on this end here. And we're darkening the other line, and you're going to create like a line that's going under. Kind of like that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go and do the bottom lip. But before that, we were doing the teeth. And of course, you're creating like a letter U, an extended letter U. And what we're going to do is, of course, beyond the extended U, you're going to repeat the same thing, but you're going to make it bigger. Starting from here, you're going to create that bottom lip again, and then you're going to connect it by the end of this line here. And that's how you create Betty Rubble's lip. This step then you're going to do is creating her upper eyes, and we're going to go back to the eyes. We're kind of doing like her eyeliner by creating darker lines. All you got to do is just starting from here to here, we're going to create these lines a bit darker. So you're just following and tracing the lines. You can almost see the difference. Starting from this end here to here, you're going to, from here, we're going to go around. And you're going to darken it. See the difference? You're darkening the circle. And then I'm going to create a bit more darker circles on top. How are we doing that? I'm making these lines thicker on top. So around from here to here, you're going to create darker lines on top. As you can see, I'm just creating darker lines. Just like that. Then you're going to do the same thing on the other eye. You're going to go around. You're going to do and repeat the same steps by going from the edge to here. Starting from here, you're going to create and follow the line that you did your circle. And you're darkening it. You're darkening the circle. And then you're going to go ahead and go on the other end to connect it to the other line that you created. Darkening the circle. See how I did it? Just like that. You're going to continue darkening it. Then I'm going to darken the top line and just make a thicker line on top. And when you do that, it's just you're extending the line kind of like that. You're just making a dark line. This is optional. You could do this, but you're just darkening the line. There's an optional step that you can do is that you can fill these in if you like. I will fill them just as a demonstration because Betty Rubble's eyebrows are dark. They're completely black. So you can darken this and then you can darken the other side and just fill this in. Just like that. And that is how you create Betty Rubble from the Flintstones. And that is how you draw her head. And that is it for the whole lesson. Hope you enjoy this series on how to draw 3 different classic cartoon characters with 3 different techniques. Make sure to subscribe to the channel for more content so we can continue making art lessons. Press the notification bell for our uploads. And thank you so much for watching. And see you guys very soon. Bye.